8-year-old Jennifer Schuett was kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and left to die. But instead of letting herself become a victim, she fought back to catch her abuser. Wait until the end to find out where they are today. The Dark Knight. On August 9, 1990, Jennifer Schuett went to bed at 2:30 a.m., recalling her childhood days. Jennifer remembered that she was scared of the dark and did not want to sleep alone. In the morning, her single mother, Ellen, could not find Jennifer anywhere. The window which led out to a parking lot was wide open. Someone had kidnapped her while she was in her bed, sleeping fast. Ellen called the police and no one could find the poor little girl. Later that day, police received a call from some parents in the area about a girl. Some children discovered Jennifer while playing in the field. Her assailant had slit her throat from ear to ear. She was immediately taken to the hospital. Although she was left to die, miraculously, she survived. However, injuries made her unable to speak for a while. Jennifer's injuries were so serious, her survival was unlikely. She was in a horrific state and very fearful. She distrusted all men, particularly policemen, as her kidnapper claimed to be an undercover police officer when he forced her into his car. After coming to consciousness, she became another person, and her behavior suddenly changed. She was in a constant state of panic. Shocking revelation. The main challenge in this case was to extract the information. The survivor in this case was an 8-year-old girl who could not speak. The cherry on the top was her trust in police officers. Every police officer was a suspect in her book. The investigating officers handed her a notebook and some pen to write as many details as she remembered. Luckily, the 8-year-old girl remembered every inch of the incident. Waking up in the arms of a stranger, running with her till she was assaulted and left to die. She recalled that when she tried to scream, he covered her mouth and nose and tried to calm her down by telling her that he was a police officer. She started interrogating that he was a police officer. Where was his gun and badge? What was his name? He replied, Dennis Bradford. He kept drinking beer, smoking, and offering her candies. Bradford took her to a field, sexually assaulted her, left her naked and unconscious to die in the middle of the field. When Jennifer woke up from the assault, she wanted to catch that monster. Police investigation. With the information received from Jennifer, a sketch was drawn. She remembers every detail of the monster, his cigarette brand, and even a dent in his car. Despite every single bit of the crime went unsolved for 19 years. The sketch was of no use. She penned down every little detail she could remember and everything she thought would help in finding the monster. The sketch was shared with the public, but they failed to find the man. This was so frustrating for her. Jennifer remained in contact with the investigating officers over the years as she wanted the case solved. It was then that a second miracle happened to the girl. She started talking and regained her voice. Later on, she was discharged from the hospital and returned to school. She started adjusting to this world where she was viciously attacked. She was not the only one going through the trauma. The entire community was in shock as the monster was free and living somewhere peacefully. Poor Jennifer ended up waiting for 18 long years until she received a call from a police officer and a detective, Tim Cromie, asking her to meet. The police officer promised to get her justice and would utilize all his powers. Finally, Jennifer got some hope. Cromie contacted the FBI and asked them to analyze the closed pieces found 18 years prior from the field. Finally, in September 2009, they got a hit and named that unnamed monster Dennis Earl Bradford, the same name that the 8-year-old girl remembered.
You ever heard the name Jennifer Schuett?
Yes.
Did you ever have occasion to come in contact with her?
Yes.
Bradford, already convicted of sexual assault in 1990 on another woman in a bar.
My whole life for the past 20 years has been utterly and completely because of my mistake.
His driving license in the 90s was obtained. To everyone's shock, the picture was the same as the sketch drawn with the help of Jennifer. Finally, police told her that they had arrested Bradford.
She's alive.
Yes.
She's alive.
She's alive. Let me tell you, she's alive.
Jennifer's voice was heard after 19 long years. The trial never happened as Bradford hung himself in a cell. She is a warrior who chose to fight and never give up. In her victim impact, she said, "I searched for you every day and never gave up on finding you." This is a true story of courage and victory. We hope you like this video. Stay safe and stay updated.